Hey, what's up, guys? Paul here. Welcome to Hub City Drones and Gadgets. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel, you guys. I do appreciate it. Make sure you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, too, by hitting that subscribe and that notify button. Today, you guys, we're going to check out a really cool gadget. It's the Boifun DQ201 Wi-Fi solar security camera. I love these security cameras, you guys. I actually have several of them around the outside of my house. They have 2K image quality, pan and tilt with a 4x digital zoom, colored night vision, motion detection that also has AI human detection, which really helps eliminate a lot of false alarms, and they're waterproof, so you don't have to worry about them being out in the rain or the snow. But what I really like, you guys, is how easy these things are to install. You don't have to plug them into a power source or run any additional wires because they are completely 100% solar powered. These cameras have a 15,000 mAh rechargeable battery built right inside, so you're literally never going to run out of power, and Wi-Fi. That means through the app, you can connect to these cameras anytime you want from literally anywhere you want. They also offer you 2 ways to store your videos. You can use their cloud service, which has a small monthly fee, or just pop an SD card in this, dude, up to 128 gig for no monthly fee whatsoever, which I absolutely love. I love the price too, you guys. Right now, under 70 bucks on Amazon. The link, of course, in the description. But let's go unbox it. We'll check it all out. Then I'm going to show you guys how to set it up and how to install it, and then we'll see how this dude works. Let's go. Okay, guys, here we go. We're going to unbox our Boifun solar-powered wireless security camera. Here is the box that it comes in. On the side here, you do have your QR codes for the app on the App Store and Google Play. On the back, you got some features of the camera and a picture of the camera and the solar panel right there. And then some features here on the side as well. Oh, and bring lots of fun on this side. Okay. So here we go. Oh, check that out. So right on the top, we have our mounting template. This is to mount your camera. This is really cool that they include this. It's just a sticker. You're going to peel it off, and you're going to stick this to wherever it is you're going to want to mount your camera. And you can mark your holes for your anchors and your screws to mount the camera, which is really cool. No measuring, no trying to figure out where to line the holes up. Just stick that on there, make your marks. You can pull it back off, drill your holes, and mount your camera. And I'll show you that because I'm going to show you guys how to install this dude too. And we get one user manual. It is a fold-out pamphlet style manual. But check this out, you guys. This manual is actually really well written. Everything you need to know about the app, how to do your SD card, how to set it all up. It shows you here a layout of the camera and what's on it and what everything is. And of course, you have your QR codes again for the app. A QR code if you need technical support. But check this out. This was really impressive, you guys. It actually has a 3-year warranty that you can get on this camera. That's a great warranty for a security camera. I've never seen one for 3 years, a 3-year long one before. So that's really, really cool. But there's your manual. Read your manual so you know how to work your camera. All right, here we go. All right, then you get one solar panel. And check this out. It is actually a 24-cell solar panel. So you have 24 separate cells on here that soak up that sunlight to charge that 15,000 mAh battery in the camera. What I really like is the amount of cord they give you to run the solar panel. You have a bracket, I'm going to show you here in a minute, that you can actually mount right here on the back of the solar panel. And then you can put this panel wherever you need to make sure it's in the right spot to get 6 to 8 or more hours of sunlight to keep that battery charged so it works all night long when the sun's not out. But I love they give you this much cable. That is really cool. All right, let's get some of this other good stuff out of here. So we do get one solar panel mounting bracket, of course. This is your bracket to mount your solar panel on. What I really like here is that this ball head, you guys, is actually 360-degree adjustable, which is super cool because that means you can literally mount this camera anywhere you need to and then angle it to make sure it gets the right amount of sunlight. That is just cool. I love the setup on this camera so far with this solar panel. A lot of them, you have to attach the panel right to the security camera, and you're limited on where you can put it or if it's going to get enough sunlight all day long. So that's awesome. Then we have, oh, check it out. Oh, I got them both. So you get a total of 5 wall anchors and 5 screws. 2 of them are for your camera, and the 3-pack is going to be for your solar panel mount. They even include the wall anchor, so everything's in there you need, minus the Phillips head screwdriver. And I think there's one more thing in here. Yep, there is right here. Check it out. And you get 1 USB charging cable. What you're going to do with this cable, you guys, is when you first get this camera, plug this into a 5-volt 2-amp power box. Plug this into the bottom of the camera. I'll show you where in a minute. But you're going to plug this in, charge your camera before you install it. Get it a good full charge. That way you have a head start on the solar charge, and you won't have to worry about it not charging quick enough or getting that full charge and it not lasting through the night on you. You only have to do that the first time that you get the camera before you install it. After that, the sun absolutely should have no problem whatsoever keeping that battery charged all night long for you to use that camera, and then, of course, during the day. But that's basically what this USB cord is for. But that's cool. All right, time to get the camera out. Here we go. Let's check this dude out. And they pack it in here really good, too. There we go. There we go. Check it out. Here we go. All right, I'm going to set him here, or it there, whatever you want to call it. We're going to get this box out of our way. There we go. All right. Our camera. Oh, I put the antenna through the bag. Whoops. Check it out, you guys. This is our camera. Our Boifun solar-powered security camera. Wow, I like the design and the weight. I'm sure most of that weight is because of this battery that's in here, but it actually got a nice weight to it, so that's pretty cool too, and it feels really well made. Not a thin plastic. It actually feels pretty damn thick, so that's cool. Right here on the top, we have our 2 4 dBi Wi-Fi antennas, so you're getting a total of 8 dBi. That's a pretty good pickup range for a Wi-Fi antenna, so not bad at all. On the front, our camera. This big bubble right here on the top, this is your PIR motion sensor to pick up motion and trigger the alarm and the lights, which are right here. You get 2 really bright LED lights. These lights are really bright, you guys. Then below that, this is our 2K camera lens with 4x digital zoom. That's really cool. It has a 4x digital zoom on it. And then below that is our microphone right here. And you got an indicator light up in here too. You really can't see it, but they're right in there. That is really cool. Then right here on the bottom, let me bend this out a little bit so you guys can see this. Right here is our speaker. This is actually a 2-way security camera. So 2-way audio. So you can carry on a conversation from wherever you're at. As long as you have a Wi-Fi connection, you can open your app and open your camera. You can carry on a conversation with someone outside or the delivery guy at the door, or scare the cats out of the yard, or even if someone's trying to get in your car or somewhere else, you can scream at them through this speaker and scare them off. But it also has a 110 dB siren in here. When it triggers the alarm, that siren will go off 110 dB. That's pretty damn loud, you guys. That definitely would scare someone off. So on the bottom here, right in here, there's this protective cap right here. What you're going to do is, if I can open it, I don't have nails, so it's probably going to be hard. It's in there pretty good, so you could probably use a flathead screwdriver, a small one, and get it open. I'm going to torture myself and try to open it right here for you guys. Check it out. I got it. Right here, it's in there tight because this is what helps weatherproof this camera and keeps the moisture out of here as well. But right here, this is our SD card slot, up to 128 gig SD card. You have your power button here and your reset button here. The reset button, if you press and hold it for, I think it's like 3 or 4 seconds, it will factory reset the camera. If you lose connection or for whatever reason you might lose the camera off the app, all you got to do is hold that in. You don't have to reinstall it or anything. Just push that in. It'll reset the camera and you can connect it to the app. And I'll show you how to do that when we set this dude up. But then push it back in. You want to make sure you get in there just the right way and it's good and tight. Keep the moisture out of there. Then you have one more right here. This one is where our solar panel is going to go. And again, I don't have nails. Oh, check it out. Oh, that one wasn't too bad. So this is the one that you're going to use to charge it when you first get it. That's where the USB cord goes. That's your port right in there. And this is where your solar panel is actually going to connect to as well to charge the battery while you have it installed. But what I really like is, check this out. It's actually like a 2-stage little protector here. All you got to do is open this middle one, put your, I'll show you, put the solar panel cord right in here. See if I can get it in the right way. I always get these upside down. But check it out. Once you get it in there, you can't see down in there. So it's sealed really good. So I'm really confident this thing is going to be able to handle the weather really well. So that's cool. And we'll close it up. Because check it out, you guys. That is our Boifun solar-powered wireless security camera. So the next thing you're going to want to do is download the app. It's the Cloud Edge app. There's a picture right there for you. You can see what it looks like. Again, it's free. Google Play in the App Store. And again, the QR code in the manual and on the back of your box right here. You do need to download the app. There's not much to it. I believe it's maybe a phone number and an email and a password to set it up and register it. And then you're pretty much good to go. We're going to go install this first. I'm going to show you how to connect it, the solar panel, install it. We'll get it set up. Then we're going to open the app. I'll give you a little tour of the app, and I'll show you how to connect this camera to the app so you can start using it. So let's go. All right, guys, now we're going to install our camera. I determined where I wanted my solar panel. Remember, you want to put it somewhere where it's going to get the most sunlight, if not better half of a day of sunlight or more to keep that battery charged on the camera. And I figured out where I wanted my camera. So the first thing we are going to do is we're actually going to mount our solar panel. This way you can control the cord and make sure your camera is not too far away from where you put your solar panel. But anyway, here is our solar panel bracket. There isn't a template with this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it up here, and we're just going to take our pencil and we're going to mark our marks here where we want to drill our holes. And now, since I'm going into wood, I'm not going to use the anchors. I'm just going to use the screws. I normally don't use those anchors unless I'm going into stucco or drywall. If you want to use them, you can. You don't have to. But there we go. Check it out. Our 3 holes are there. Now we're going to start a little pilot hole to get my screws to go in easier. And that's what we're going to do now. Now I'm going to take my drill and I'm just going to slightly make a small hole. I'm not going to go real far back or all the way through it. That way my screw can catch. And we're going to go. Here we go. There's one. There's 2. Oh, I might have went all the way through on that one. Dang. All right, here we go. There's another one. Here we go. There we go. All right. Got my holes drilled. They're lined up. We're going to make sure before we actually do this, and I can see they are right in the center of my mount. So that is cool. Now we're going to get the screws, and we're going to put our mount first. You want to go ahead and mount your mount first and then screw your solar panel onto it. I'll show you how in a minute. It's really easy to do, and it's easier to mount it that way. All right, and here we go. I'm now installing the last screw. I spared you guys from watching me do all 3 of them. That would have been kind of boring, but I'm getting my last one in here now. And I normally use my screw gun, but due to the room I have from the camera and this mount, I'm just putting them in manually, and I don't want to break this, so it's probably a better idea just to use a regular screwdriver to mount those in there. And you can see it's on there really good. It's not going anywhere. So now we're going to mount our solar panel to it and run our cord to our camera. All right, so here's our solar panel. On the back, you have this kind kind of like a 360-degree ball head, more or less. And you have this piece here that will screw on here to tighten this down, and you can angle it where you want it and keep it that way. That's why I said put your bracket on first, because this comes off. Then all you got to do is just get it on here, screw it in. All right, once you've connected it to the bracket, don't tighten it all the way up, because now you can take and you can actually move this solar panel in any direction you want, 360 degrees basically. The sun in my house kind of comes across the front of my house, so I'm really going to just leave it like this, and the sun should hit it literally all day long. So we're going to tighten it up so it doesn't move on me. And you just tighten it up, give it a good tight. Don't over tighten it so you don't break that nut. What? But check it out. It's on there. It's not going anywhere. Now we're going to run our cord around and we're going to install our camera. So let's go get the camera and get that thing mounted. Okay guys, as you can see, I have our template up here for our holes to mount our camera. What I like to do, you don't have to do this, but I noticed that if you leave the sticker up while you're drilling your holes, the sticker can catch on the drill and it can bunch it all up and rip it up and tear it down before you get to the other hole. So I like to just punch holes right in the center. You can see here it has the little plus sign right here like a crosshair, and right in the center is the center of the hole on the camera. So I usually do that, poke a hole in it with something, then I'll go in here and I'll make my marks with a pencil. This way I can pull this sticker off and check it out. We have our marks are right here and right here. That's where we're going to drill our holes. Again, I'm going to do a pilot hole. I'm not going to use the anchors because I am drilling into wood again. Now, if you don't feel comfortable just doing the wood itself with the screw, you can use the anchors in the wood as well. Some people do it all the time. I only usually do it if I'm doing it into stucco or drywall. But let's get our holes drilled so we can get this camera up. There we go. Our holes are now drilled. We're ready to mount our camera. And you're going to take your camera, and I would recommend putting one screw in the hole first so that it's in there. Line it up with one of the holes, and I would use a screwdriver to mount the camera. Don't use a screw gun, and I'll show you why here in a minute. Because if you put your screwdriver in here, it'll actually fit real good. The screw gun doesn't want to fit in here. So there's one of our holes right there, and now we're going to start mounting it. Okay guys, just finishing up the last screw. I got it nice and tight. We're on here. You can see our camera is really secure. It's not going anywhere, which is super cool. I have our Wi-Fi antennas kind of pointed up. Remember, you can point them down if you need to, which makes it really cool because this top is level. So you can put it all the way up to the underneath here if you wanted to. But that's how easy it is to mount this camera, you guys. The solar panel and the camera, super easy to mount. Now we're going to get it set up so we can check this camera out. Okay guys, so obviously the next step is to connect our solar panel, and that's what we're going to do here. Remember, there's a tab on the back where you mount the camera. Only pull that middle piece of that tab out. Don't pull the whole thing out, because that's what's going to help keep it waterproof. And you're just going to slide it in there like so, and there you go. It's in there. My cord is hanging down. I am going to mount this so it doesn't hang. I'm probably going to put it up underneath this board here. I can pull it up underneath and mount it. Now, when you do this, you can use a staple gun, but I would highly recommend doing it very easily so you don't pierce this cord, because if you pinch it or snap it inside, it's not going to charge your camera. Or what I like to do is they have these little nails that have a connector on the end. They're made for like cable TV wires, and I just use those because you're hammering the nail in and there's just a little clip that holds it. Or you can use U-nails too. Just don't mash them in too tight. Remember, you don't want to pierce this cord. But that's it. We have installed the camera. Now we're going to get this dude set up. All right, guys, now that we have the solar panel and the camera installed, the next thing we need to do is connect it to the Wi-Fi and to the app. Now, when you first install the camera, it will be off. There is a power button under this flap on the bottom of the camera. This is also where your SD card goes, and there's a reset button. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hold that power button in to turn the camera on. Here we go. There it goes. It is on. You heard that tone. I hope you heard it anyway. All right, so I'm not sure if you can see it, but there is a little red light right here that is blinking that lets us know it is powered on. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to push in the reset button, and we're going to hold it in for about 5 seconds. It'll make a really funny noise, and that means we've reset the camera. There it goes. Woo-hoo. Now our camera is reset. It's going to turn back on. Your light will start blinking. The light will go off while it resets itself. and then it should come back on just like that. It did. You hear that tone. It is ready to be connected to our Wi-Fi. So the next thing you're going to do is open up your app. Remember, it's the Cloud Edge app. All right, the red light will start blinking again. That means it has reset itself. And now we're going to open the app and connect it to our home's Wi-Fi. What you're going to do is open the Cloud Edge app. You can see here, I already have a doorbell that works on Cloud Edge as well, which is really cool. I don't have to use a different app. But then what you're going to do is in the top here, that little plus sign, you're going to hit add. And it's going to come up right here, battery camera. That is what we want to add. We're going to hit it. All right, we've already reset our device, so we're going to go next. All right, now you're going to want to connect to your Wi-Fi signal. Remember, it is 2.4. It's not 5G. If you do have the smart Wi-Fi, it will determine the 2.4 and the 5G, so you don't have to worry about it there. Put your password in. We're going to hit next. We're going to hit OK. Now we're going to hit next again. And you can see here, there's now a QR code on the screen. What you're going to do with this QR code, and I'm going to turn the camera just a little bit here so it's not directly in the sunlight. And you're going to hold this QR code up. And I think it got it already. Did you guys hear that? That was quick. We're going to hit next. And look at that, add success. I got to say something, guys. That is the quickest I have ever had one of these cameras scan a QR code and install that quickly. That was really super easy. Right there, you can see add successful. We're going to hit next again. Next again. This is just some installation guides for you. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And check it out. It says we have a really strong Wi-Fi signal, and the camera is actually already working. So now we're going to hit next again. Now this is where you can name your camera. And I'm going to go ahead and name this. I want this to be front yard cam because that's where we have it. My wife wanted a camera to watch the front porch, but we're going to set, we'll put front porch. That's basically what we're going to use it for. Front porch cam. Look at that. Hit OK. Now it's titled front porch cam. Select your room. You can do all of that. Choose your family. We're going to hit done. And there you go. All of your cameras that you have on the Edge app, the Cloud Edge app, are now connected. So now we're going to open up this camera and we're going to check it out. And I'm going to give you a little tour of the app and we're going to see how the pan and tilt and all that works on it. All right, guys, here we go. Let's open up the camera and check it out. And I'll give you a little tour of the app real quick. So you just hit that play button. It will find an encrypted channel for you. This may take a few seconds the first time you do it. And then it'll start streaming. And look at that. There is our video. So real quick on the app here, you have down here is your screenshot. You can actually take a screenshot from the camera. Hold to talk. This will let you talk through the speaker. Remember, it does have two-way audio on this camera. Your record, if you're not doing a constant record or a motion record, you can hit this to record an event right away. Your light will turn your LED lights on. Motion detection is on. And then you have your PTZ right here. This will put up a little controller, and you can move your camera wherever you want it to go. Check it out. You can see there we are in SD mode right now, and I will change that in a minute, but you can go up with it, which is cool, and you can go down with it like this. Now, the longer you hold that, the further it's going to move. So if you just tap it like this, you'll get small, nice little movement, and you can get the camera adjusted right where you want it. And we'll go back this way a little bit. That's actually a really nice picture for it being SD quality. Not bad at all. But we'll go ahead here, and we're going to switch it over to the QHD. I'm really curious to see how good that looks. So just hit that SD button, QHD, check it out. Oh, wow, look at that picture. I'm going to make it bigger just so we can see the quality of this. And if you tap your picture, that little square on the right corner, lower right corner, check that out, you guys. That's a great picture. I love the video quality of this camera. Damn, that's awesome. You have your time, your date, all up there on the left. And then if you tap it, all your menu buttons are right here at the bottom of your full screen. Hit the arrow, it'll take you back out. All right, now I'm going to open the settings right here in the top right-hand corner. Check this out. These are where all your settings are. It has your Wi-Fi percentage, that's your connection percentage, 98. We got a really good connection. Shows you your battery level, so you can keep an eye on that as well. It has your time zone. Receive alert notifications, that's your when it picks up motion and stuff like that, it'll send an alert to your phone. Then you have alarm management. If you tap on this is where you can set your sensitivity. You have power save, alert plan, alarm area. This is really cool. I'm going to show you guys this real quick. But if you open this up and you tap these squares, you can actually set where you want the cameras to trigger to motion. So if it doesn't find it in any of these areas, it won't go off. It's only going to detect what's in that orange box. So that's really cool. I'll have to reset this later. And you can erase them, start over, save it, all that other good stuff. We're going to go back. And then you have your audio warning and strobe light. If you turn this on, this is where you can set your audible warning where it'll have an alarm and the strobe light will come on when it detects motion. Image settings, this is where you can go. Anti-flicker, your screen flip, full color mode, intelligent vision. And then you can share the device. So if you have other family members you want to be able to access this camera, all you have to do is tap on this and you can put the information in there. I believe it's an email address. Send it to them and it will share it and they can do it. You have your installation guide, your location management, work indicator, time zone, sound settings, battery management. All that stuff is down in here. Super cool. But back to this picture, I'm really impressed with the quality of this picture, you guys. That's awesome. The QHD works really good. And that, you guys, is Boifun's wireless solar security camera. This thing is badass, you guys. I love this camera. It was really easy to install and to set up. And the picture quality is pretty damn amazing. The app, I like it. It's easily laid out. You can read everything. It's all right there for you. Nothing is hard about this camera. I would definitely recommend putting a few of these up around your house. Remember the best part, no wires whatsoever to run except for that solar panel wire, which means you can actually install this camera anywhere you need to. And the price, you guys, awesome price on this security camera, under 70 bucks right now on Amazon. The link in the description. That is going to do it for this video, you guys. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Remember, hit that subscribe and that notify button. Till next time, you guys, have fun. Stay safe out there.